Okay then, Helldivers, loads to go over today as the galactic war is warring, and it seems that a lot is going on. J.O.E.L is on the fence, and it seems like we may well lose this one. On top of that, we've got a statement coming from the Baskinator with regards to the most recent debacle of spreadsheets in the Discord, and we have also got Cephas going on heat with a load of information and a statement coming from J.O.E.L. It's an interesting day indeed, but with that being said, let's dive on into it. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up, subscribe and post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform that sells digital games on PC and console for dirt cheap, using the biggest discounts, offers and promotions, all running up to 70% off. Right now, Monster Hunter Wilds is about 40 quid. Links in the description. Thank me later. And also, we have got a giveaway happening for super credits. If you want to get involved with it, very, very simple. Put a red heart in the comment section below and it'll enter you in. We're announcing the next winner tomorrow. Massive shout out to all of the winners that have already won a load of super credits already. Let's dive on into the game and see what it is that's happening right now. So, taking a look at the galactic war table as it stands currently, J.O.E.L is the most recent planet to have a bit of a hit on it. We've got around 15,000 players on there with 3.5 hours remaining, and it's looking to be at a loss for that one. It's a bit of a shame because what we could have actually done is, if looking at the galactic war table and following the arrows, we could have actually taken Vog-Sajoth with a low resistance of 1.5. We could have hit that one, and then we'd have got the Gambit close off on J.O.E.L, and it would have worked off really, really well. But unfortunately, our Helldivers are not that bright, and even then, we're still 2 out of 8 on the Illuminate attacks. Our most recent planet right here is Andar, of which we're likely to fail that one as well. And even the new planet right here of Oasis, we are still, again, probably going to fail if we look at this one logically. But nonetheless, we've not got barely any players in the game right now. We're going to address this one a little later in the video, so make sure you stay tuned for it. But your personal order is to kill 5 Hulks, a nice easy one, get those thermite grenades going, and your superstore is as follows, pretty much the same as yesterday, and we've got this for 24 hours, so if there's anything in here you want to get, now is definitely the time. But in other news, we did drop a message over to the Baskinator for official statement on what it is that's happening inside of the Discord, as they have come to some sort of compromise with regards to the data mined link sheets that everybody was trying to get involved with over on the official Discord. It gave pretty much all the back-end numbers for all the weapons, HPs, so much more, and they came to a compromise with it. We asked the Baskinator exactly what it was, and she stated right here, we reached a compromise that will let creators link their spreadsheets so long as they include a heavy disclaimer, but we can't endorse by pinning, linking, or supporting the spreadsheets. While we want the spreadsheet folks to keep engaging in their hobby, we simply must be more careful about giving the appearance of official support. Essentially, what they're stating is they cannot physically support data mining as a company, and they can't pin up these sorts of things and pretty much promote it for them as a usage, but what they can allow them to do is still be able to do it, but stick in a heavy disclaimer. So John Spreadsheet over in the Discord is not losing his daytime hobby movement. He's still going to be able to post in there. So do not worry too much about that one. So thank you so much to the Baskinator for providing me with that statement. In other news though, Cephas has been on fire responding to your guys' messages just recently. And there seemed to be, well, a very, very interesting one, which was regards to the end game content. This was something that a lot of people have been wondering, and exactly what it is that's going to be happening. Somebody actually posted up on the Discord towards Cephas stating, any chance Arrowhead can confirm preliminary plans for late game progression? I understand Arrowhead generally wants to keep narrative things a surprise, but I feel like progression could be teased without ruining anything narratively, or as far as I can see. As a veteran player, there isn't much incentive to play besides the core gameplay still being fun. I'd love confirmation, maybe an estimated timeline for stuff like level cap increases, new prestige systems, new ship upgrades, weapon, armor customizations. Thank you for yours and your team's work. Now, actually, Cephas did respond to this one, and it was quite an interesting comeback because it essentially says that something's coming, but not really. It states right here, things are coming. I don't want to go into too much detail or promise too much because things can change and dates can move, and the worst thing I could do is to create expectations we don't live up to, but we know more late game progression is highly requested by our players. I hope this makes sense and doesn't feel like a nothing burger, but we are working towards this. Now, this is one thing that Helldivers has never really got right. The late game progression has always been pretty dead outside of war bonds and actually getting your stuff unlocked in modules and stuff like that. The level system is pretty much just a how much time you spend in the game, and as far as any end game content, there really isn't any, and I think that that's a bit of a confusing movement as to how successful this game has actually been. The fact that they're genuinely working on that and are moving that end game progression bar in some way or another, the fact that it could be coming at some stage is more than enough for me. Let me know what you guys would do if you could input your own endgame progression and how you would operate that. In other news though, someone asked how J.O.E.L was feeling. Is he feeling vengeful lately? Because obviously we're getting close to the end of this major order and people are getting a little sweaty because as Helldivers, we are not doing enough to actually secure these planets. Now Sepher says, let me get back to you once I got an answer. Waiting to hear back, and well, Sepher's got an answer back. This comes straight from J.O.E.L. I'm tranquil as a Buddha, now watch me burn some super Earth worlds. He seems pretty damn confident that we are not going to be able to utilize the Illuminate side, or at least he's trying to use reverse psychology to make us go over to the Illuminates, because you guys are all moving in quite heavily on the automatons, so it's a bit of a weird one, but nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see how this one goes. It appears that we may not actually be securing anything at the moment, as our player base is now starting to dwindle down yet again. Now, we know how Helldivers works. It generally gets to a point we have a load of content, everybody gets excited, loads of people jump in, and then it slowly dwindles off. And just as we hit those low marks, we end up with another rush of content, and everybody comes back. Well, as of right now, we're in that really low point, as you can see via the Steam charts alone, and again, a lot of players are on PlayStation, myself included, so don't obviously take that one into play and make sure we take it with a pinch of salt. But the Steam charts are around 19,500 players playing right now, with around 45,000 players in the last 24 hours. This is not enough for the major order currently, as we need 30,000 players alone on J.O.E.L to be able to make progression movements in liberating it. So it's a little bit of a wild one, but hopefully something is coming soon, and if you guys know what Helldivers is like, then I would suspect that we are likely to receive something very soon. It's likely that we'll get a war bond coming in over the next couple of weeks, mainly because we are now reaching that time period where it has been quite a lot of time, and we're now due that next major war bond. We'll see exactly what it is that happens with that one, and we're staying tuned to it, but nonetheless, this big question right here that hit the Reddit is something that I wanted to ask you guys and get you into the comment section for. It states, what would you like to see in the future of HD2? New enemy factions like a human rebellion or cyborgs, vehicles like IFVs and tanks, melee weapons but actually powerful, a mechanical saw, energy swords, so much more, stratagems, CF soldiers. What is it you guys would want to see? Let me know via the comment section below. You can only put one idea, and we're going to feature the top one in the next video. So get your ideas down in the comment section below. And talking about your comments, we have the latest video coming in play, and you guys obviously always have a lot to say with this one. Now, we only have 2 top comments on this, and we have to obviously explain. Now that the Baskinator has put up her statement with regards to the data mine, I didn't really want to include any of those comments in there, although this was the top comment. Massive shout out to you. It has pretty much became kind of irrelevant now because they are utilizing it, but essentially what they're wanting is that data to be available in game. It's not always available in game in the way that they operate it, with statistics of weapons, HP values and so much more. It's pretty much impossible to have that in game without making it look like a Ubisoft game. So yeah, thank you for your top comment. I really appreciate you, but we need to dive on into the other ones that don't involve the data mine. This first one right here states, it still blows my mind that I haven't heard of Helldivers till the second game came out, but my god am I hooked once I started playing this game. And it's the same with me. I never played Helldivers 1 on its original launch, and it was not something that I was really too savvy or even really knew about. So I'm really glad that Helldivers 2 exists, and that we're in the stage now where I cannot get enough of it. And this next one right here states, so we aren't supposed to shoot these spotlights? That's why I keep getting bills in the mail for extra ammo usage from Super Earth. I absolutely love that. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you need to go and watch the video. It's a hilarious prank one Helldiver made to another. Nonetheless, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. I appreciate your faces, and as always, until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.